Hey everybody, it's Kim Hawk and I am in the Near Disney YouTube studio and I'm super excited. I have a very dear friend that I have known since the beginning of Celebration, and so when she had the invite that came out to say nominate somebody that's really extraordinary as a youth, she didn't hesitate for a second to nominate Julian Boyle. So I want to welcome Julian Boyle as the next Pat Schroeder Award winner.
Thanks for having me. I'm very honored to be nominated.
Well, Cindy Bone is very well loved, Julian. I don't know if you know this or not, but anytime you say that name, anybody in the town that Disney built, big smile. She's done a lot for this community. So when she nominated you, we all, the nomination group, said, oh, whoever she says for sure is 2 thumbs up. So Cindy, you want to tell everybody a little bit how long you've lived here and what you do?
Boy, that's been a long time. I moved here in 1996. I was actually in the lottery to live in Celebration, which was really exciting. And I taught 10 years prior in New Jersey, and then took a very small break, maybe a year or two, and then went back. So I think this is my 36th year teaching. I've been in education that long, and I've known Julian since kindergarten. So I've had the privilege, just the joy of watching him grow up. He's just an amazing young man.
And Julian, I think, how did you say you're 17 when I was talking to you earlier?
Yep, I'm 17, turning 18 in 2024. Coming up soon.
So you've known Miss Bone for a very long time, yes?
Basically, my entire childhood and into my young adult life. I've known her for a long time.
So Cindy, what stands out with Julian? Why did you select him as the next Pat Schroeder Award winner? Because this nomination is representing young people that are making this world a better place.
Absolutely. You know, when you asked me if anyone stood out who I would nominate, I really didn't have to think long at all. Julian really is just an exceptional young man. He's always been sweet and kind and just very attentive, always engaged. But just watching he and his family grow through the years, and seeing how Julian has handled his trials in his life. You know, I don't know if Julian shared with you, but he lost his father several years ago.
I didn't know that.
And I've just never seen anyone step up like him and just feels in a beautiful, loving way, so devoted, and just take on such a huge responsibility as the leader. He has very traditional, beautiful values, and he just felt like he had to carry his family in a way just to support them in any way that they needed it, whether it was physically, emotionally. And if I could just jump ahead, Julian started volunteering for me. He's gone through my programs, but he started volunteering for me when he entered high school, because as you know, all high school students need volunteer hours. And when juniors are approaching senior year and they volunteered for a long time, I've actually given them the name team leaders. They have the opportunity to interview and apply for a job through Kabloom, through my small business. Julian, he has so many volunteer hours, he couldn't possibly need any more. He could win Volunteer of the Year award. He had the courage to come up to me and ask to meet with me and ask for an interview prior to him even being at that age where usually team leaders come to me. So I really was just so impressed with the courage and his initiative to just seek a job and tell me that he was ready for that next level. And I was so impressed by that. And his work ethic is incredibly strong. Other team leaders tease him because I say Julian and he runs. He just dashes. And what's up, Miss Bone? What can I do for you? Right, Julian?
Coming, Miss Bone.
Yeah, coming, Miss Bone. They tease him all the time. And he really handles the teasing quite well. I'm just so impressed with his confidence. He giggles, he kind of laughs back, and he kind of gives it right back to him. And I love his attitude. Attitude is everything in life, as you know.
Yes. What do
So
you
I
think
hired
about
him.
that, Julian? That was a beautiful testimony about who you are. What do you think about that?
I'm honestly very honored about what you said, Miss Bone. I don't think anyone could have said that better than you have, and it's very I guess eye opening to just know the effect I've been able to have on people.
Yeah, oh, absolutely. And even the effects, don't ever think twice that you don't have an effect on adults, because I continue to learn so much from young people and even younger like you. So you've taught me a lot, Julian. You really have.
Thank you, Miss Bone.
Oh, I love that. And you talked a little bit about your family. We're probably going to encourage you. I hear you might have a younger sister too that you've had an influence on. You want to talk a little bit about her or anybody else?
So my little sister, I like to, we have a close family around here, so I like to, we play with her. The friendly way of, like, I guess, picking on the right way with siblings, where you just tease them a bit, but you have fun and you just be a family together. Me and her we'll usually hang out, like we'll go for walks just because it's fun to go outside. We get to hang out together, and she's just a very fun person to be around, especially because she's my little sister. And I'm just glad that she's taking an interest in art.
And Julian, you want to tell us a little bit about what you want to do after you graduate from high school?
Sure thing. So after high school, I want to go into college for aerospace, more specifically spacecraft design, just because I don't know. It's hard to pinpoint where, but I just found that's the thing I want to do, because it's very interesting, and it's just the future of where we're heading. And it's hard to describe, but it's what I want to do, and I have an intense passion for it. It's one of the coolest things I ever stumbled upon. And so that's why I want to pursue with my life goals, especially out of, like, as I discussed a bit earlier, out of the Air Force. I want to go work for an aerospace company so I can apply future technologies.
Yeah, I love that. Aerospace engineer. And you're absolutely right. That's definitely the future. And so,
Mhm.
so anything else that you'd like to tell young people, Julian? You're definitely a leader and you're inspiring people already, but I want this message to go out to all young people.
I think the advice I wish I had when I was younger is that, especially when you're, like, going into high school, it's okay not to know what you want to do, because you will discover it. Because I felt there was a pressure to know what I wanted to do, especially because you're picking the courses that you're going to take, you're picking the general field you're going to do, and it kind of puts pressure that you have to know what you're going to do. But just wait, essentially. Look inward and see what you like to do, and it will come to you.
I think that's great advice. So what we're going to do now, just so that you know, so I partner with the Celebration Foundation. And so they, of course, have signed off and said, absolutely, you're one of the leaders. They're going to be putting a yard sign in front of your home for a week, showing that you are the Pat Schroeder Award winner, so that all the neighbors can see, because we want everybody to know about you. And then we're also partnering with the Downtown Diner and Celebration. And so Adrian Perez and his lovely wife, Courtney, and that whole crew, they're going to invite you and Miss Bone down to have a milkshake of your choice, because Pat Schroeder, who did big, wonderful things for the world in Congress, would always say she would always make time for ice cream. So her husband, Jim Schroeder, who, by the way, is one of your neighbors, he doesn't live too far from you, came down and did a taste test. Her favorite was like an Oreo cookie type of thing, but you can pick whatever you want. Well, Cindy, can you think of anything else you'd like to add?
Oh, gosh. I'm just so proud of you, Julian. I really am. I think you have such strength for someone your age. You're just a rare breed. You really are, in a world today where we really do, there's some challenges out there. You are steadfast, you're strong, and you stand by your faith. You're very faith-filled, which is huge, and just driven. I know your mom is so proud of you and your two sisters, and I know all of us, we just feel so honored and blessed to be in your life. So thank you.
Good job, Julian. That's right. All right, you guys. Well, please make sure you subscribe and like to the Near Disney YouTube station because we're giving you new content every week. And tonight we've had a great one because we were able to introduce you to a Pat Schroeder Award winner, Julian Boyle. Thanks so much, guys.
Thanks, Kim. See you.
Thank you.
Make sure that you subscribe and like so that we can continue to give you up-to-date information on all things that are going around the 25-mile radius of Cinderella's castle, because this is truly a magical place to live.